Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss stability analysis of finite slope by friction circle method. Friction circle method is suitable for stability analysis of slopes made up of homogeneous soil. So let us assume a slope AB which is made up of homogeneous soil. Slip surface is assumed to be an arc of circle of radius r. So let us assume a slip surface AEB which is arc of circle of radius r and center O. Now the value of phi m, that is factor of safety with respect to friction, is assumed. Using this value of phi m is obtained from the equation F phi equal to phi m upon phi. Now for dry condition, forces acting on the sliding wedges are: first, weight of sliding wedge W acting in downward direction. Second force is cohesive force C acting along the slip surface. It is acting in upward direction as the wedge is sliding in downward direction. And now the third force is reaction R on the slip surface. So this is the reaction R on the slip surface. Reaction R is inclined at an angle phi m to the normal of the failure surface. So if we draw the normal at the point of contact with the slip surface, it will make angle phi m with the R. As the direction of normal changes along with the curve of the slip surface, direction of R also changes. With center O, a small circle with radius r sin phi is obtained. So here we have obtained a circle with radius r sin phi m. This circle is known as friction circle. All lines which are tangent to friction circle make an angle phi m to the normal of the slip surface. So here a tangential line to the friction circle makes an angle phi m to the normal of the slip surface. These lines represent the direction of combined mobilized friction and normal forces. In short, it represents the normal reaction R. Hence, the normal reaction R, which we have discussed before, must be tangential to the friction surface, friction circle. Now, capital Cm is equal to small cm into La, where small c suffix m is the mobilized cohesion and La is the length of the arc. So, multiplication of Cm into La gives total cohesive force, that is capital Cm. It is convenient to replace this force acting along the arc by an equivalent amount of force acting along the straight line. So, we are replacing this cohesive force acting along the arc AEB by a force along the straight line AB. Hence, the force along the arc AB is equal in magnitude to the force Cm into Lc, where Lc is the length of the chord AB. So, as per our assumption, the mobilized cohesion along the slip surface AEB, which is curved, is equal to the mobilized cohesion along the straight line AB. But obviously, length of curved surface AEB is more than length of chord AB. Hence, cohesive force along AEB will be more than cohesive force along AB. But since these two forces are equivalent, their moments about the point O will be equal, so that distance of cohesive force along the curved surface will be less than distance of cohesive force along AB. That means distance of cohesive force along AB, which is assumed as A, will be more than radius of this curved surface. So we are supposed to find this value of A. The line of action of this force can be determined by taking moments of actual force and equivalent force about O, means force along AEB and force along AB. So LC into CM into A is equal to LA into CM into R, where LC into CM into A is moment about chord and LA into CM into R is moment about R. Obviously value of R is less than value of A. So value of A is obtained by LA into R divided by LC. Intersection of W and CM establish a point P through which the reaction R must act. So here the intersection of W and CM represents point P and through which the reaction must act. So here is the reaction which is acting through P. This direction of R is obtained by drawing a line tangential to friction circle. As we have discussed that a line tangential to friction circle represents reaction. First angle is established by drawing vectors along W, R and CM, and the value of CM is determined. So we have drawn parallel forces with proportional magnitudes. So here we have drawn the parallel force W, CM and R. As we know the direction of all these three forces and we know the value of W. So using this information, value of CM can be determined. The mobilized cohesion is given by small cm is equal to capital CM into L divided by LC. So once we obtain the value of CM, we can determine the factor of safety with respect to cohesion by the equation FC equal to C upon CM, where value of C is already determined with the help of experiment and CM is we have proven theoretically. So value of FC means factor of safety with respect to cohesion. So at the beginning of the analysis, we had assumed value of F5, that is factor of safety with respect to friction. And after the analysis, we have obtained value of FC, that is factor of safety with respect to cohesion. If the value of FC obtained is not equal to the assumed value of F5, the analysis is repeated after taking another trial surface. Generally, the analysis is repeated 3 to 4 times to obtain the curve between assumed value of F5 and obtained value of FC. The factor of safety with respect to shear strength Fs is obtained by drawing a line at an angle 45 degree, which gives Fc equal to F5 equal to Fs, means factor of safety with respect to cohesion, friction and shear strength become equal. The slip surface, which gives minimum value of factor of safety Fs, is the most critical circle. The method we have discussed till now is for the dry condition. Now we will discuss the condition of submerged slope. If the soil is submerged, the submerged unit weight of the soil is used for calculating the weight of the wedge. The natural forces acting on the wedges are: first, natural part of the weight Wu, which is equal to V into gamma U, where V is the volume of the wedge. Water pressure U acting on the slope AD. Resultant water pressure UB acting on the curved surface ABC. The three forces are in equilibrium among themselves and do not draw upon the shear strength of the soil. Now the third case is sudden drawdown condition. When the water standing on the slope AB is suddenly and quickly removed, the water pressure force U disappears. However, if there is no time for drainage to occur from the soil in the slope, soil remains submerged as before and the natural part of the wet is still acting. Thus, the equilibrium of the natural forces is disturbed and the equilibrium of the intergranular forces remain unaffected. The equilibrium of the natural forces can be maintained only if the soil can mobilize additional cohesion Ca such that additional cohesive force Ca into La, the natural part of the wet and the new resultant water pressure are in equilibrium. The additional cohesion can be determined by drawing another force triangle. The total cohesion mobilized Cm dash in this case is equal to cohesion mobilized for intergranular forces and that for natural forces. Hence, Cm dash is equal to Cm plus Ca. Hence, Fc, that is factor of safety with respect to cohesion, is C upon Cm dash, which is equal to C upon Cm plus Ca. Thank you.